away.
Welcome back, Movie Misfits. Today we're going to be discussing Unhinged, which was released in 2020, starring Russell Crowe and Karen Pistorius. And this film starts off with these two perfect strangers who are both equally having a very bad day. While waiting at a stoplight, gets honked from behind by our other character, played by actress Karen Pistorius. So after Karen honks her horn, goes around, and passes Russell Crowe up. However, she did not count on him following her. And at this point, he becomes obnoxious and enraged and just asks for an apology. However, she declines the apology and tries to move on. What she doesn't know is that he's going to be chasing her down through this entire movie. Before I go into more details on this film, if you are really into movies and know your movie history, kind of reminded me a lot of Steven Spielberg's first film called Duel. One character is being hunted down by an angry truck driver. It also reminded me of Falling Down a little bit, which starred Michael Douglas from the early 90s, where basically this character is just having a bad day and is not mentally well. He decides to go on a rampage throughout Los Angeles. Also, this movie reminded me just like a straight out combination of those two films with like a slasher movie that happened to be on the road. And Russell Crowe gives us such a good performance. He goes full on crazy in this film. I haven't seen Russell Crowe be a good villain like that maybe since Virtuosity with Denzel Washington. Felt like this movie needed a theater to be enjoyed because some of the big car chase scenes and some of the big rig trucks that are being shot, I felt like to get that full effect, you probably would have needed to be in the theater. However, unfortunately, due to the pandemic, so we either had to wait for digital rental or for DVD whenever it was available on Netflix. Like me, felt like an intense thriller / horror film on the road. So yeah, I found myself talking to the screen a lot. The story in this film is very basic, so nothing wrong with that at all. There were moments where I was mentioning earlier, where I was like, why isn't she doing this? Why isn't she doing that? I was like, well, maybe she's not doing that because if she does that, the movie's not going to happen. So I had to remind myself of that very often in this film. But I will say, every time Russell Crowe wasn't on the screen, I was kind of like, when's Russell Crowe coming back? Because I'm stuck with these so-so characters. I'll say it again, Russell Crowe stole the show in this film. So, applause to him. Good job, Russell Crowe. There were some funny moments for me, I would say, while watching this film, because they would each of these two characters would mention, I'm having a very bad day. And every time they would say that, I would go in my mind and I would picture Reggie Hammond, aka Eddie Murphy, in Another 40 Hours Psych.
I have been having a very bad day. Just got out of jail this morning. Already I have been shot at. I was on the bus that flipped over 17 times. Bitch tried to stab me in the bathroom. And somebody blew up my Porsche.
If I was to give this movie a grade, I'd give it a B-. I'm Mike the Movie Misfit. I'll see you at the movies someday.